Hey guys, it's Saturday morning. Wanted to drop you guys a quick video just talking about what's going on in the markets the past couple weeks and make some recommendations during this time. This is a time to make sure that your thesis are correct and still intact on the companies that you've invested in. Making sure that you're evaluating your time horizon and why you're invested in these particular companies and what your expectations are, and doing your homework to make sure that you still have that conviction. We're just going through a very volatile time right now. We've been through this in several different times in the last 20 years. And so this is a time to make sure you go back and check your journals and why you invested in those particular stocks to begin with. And if you are not doing that and journaling about your positions, I highly encourage it. It's great to see why you invested in a company years ago. Is that still consistent? Checking that thesis across every few months and following up with, is the company delivering on what they said they were going to deliver and meeting your expectations? Also, a great time to read good literature on investing and increase your knowledge about the market and just really feel confident when going through these times that this is normal. And how do you endure it? How do you strategically invest and dollar cost average through it and take advantage of these opportunities and have the mindset that it is an opportunity opposed to a very depressive or anxious time? It's not fun when you see your accounts in red, obviously, but having that long-term mindset, if you're a long-term investor, this is actually what you're hoping for. You're hoping for those opportunities to get in at the lowest possible opportunities for some of these stocks that you want to hold for decades, and dollar cost average your way through that process. So just some books I wanted to recommend for you guys. Looking at my phone here on my Audible, 100 Baggers by Chris Mayer. One of the best books about finding multi-bags, 100 baggers specifically, and the process that he's gone through and what he looks for. Then also The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, one of the best books you can read on investing, probably my favorite. And then of course 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel, one of the best books about startups and the difference in monopolies. So as I was saying, make sure to do some reading during this time when the market's going crazy and really try to hone your investing skills. There's some great books to help you with having patience in the market, perspective. Just looking at some of my favorite books that I have here on Audible, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, helping you understand the power of compounding, and not just in investing, but in everyday life. Then we look at Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, helping you understand what makes a successful outlier out of the group. And then we look here, we talked about 100 Baggers, we talked about The Psychology of Money, two of my favorites. We also talked about The Little Book That Builds Wealth by Pat Dorsey. Whatever your favorite investing books are, or maybe you haven't read a lot of investing books, take the time to do that during the market, with all this volatility going on, and get away from your screen. Don't look at what's going on so much every single day. Invest in yourself and in your learning your skills, going back and looking at the last quarterly earning presentations of your favorite stocks, looking at their S1, and really just making sure you understand these companies and that your thesis is still intact. And then you can patiently hold through this volatility and add to it as time goes on. So I hope that helps today. Just a little short message around that. I'll be having some new episodes here shortly and look forward to talking soon.